Yes, you're correct. Saham is a new kid in the block, and because Saham is a Moroccan-based Pan-African insurance group that acquired into Mercantile in 2013, and we rebranded in 2014, middle of 2014. That's when we changed the company from Mercantile to Saham. And therefore, yes, we are a new brand in the Kenyan market, but not entirely in the whole of Africa, because Saham started in Morocco in 1995 and has grown over the last 20 or so years to be in more than 25 African countries, including Kenya. Yeah. So yes, we may be new in Kenya, but we are an old company and the biggest Pan-African group currently. We do both the general business and life, and in general we do all classes of general business, from fire, engineering, terrorism, motor, medical, and in life we are also doing all classes of life business, from pension to credit protection to ordinary life. So we are in all elements of a composite insurance company. We managed to grow our top line by 28% compared with the industry that was less than 10. So we did fairly well despite all the challenges that as an industry we are experiencing. And this is mainly attributable to the aggressive marketing campaign that we've been having with the intermediaries especially and the agents. The brokers have really embraced us, and despite the fact that we are a new brand in the market, and we've seen a lot of support, especially in the general business. Again, we are also having key accounts in this market. We are the ones who are ensuring the Zakim pipeline construction. That was a major infrastructure development program, and Saham won the tender, which was competitively bidded in the market, and that made our top line grow significantly. We've also experienced a lot of growth in medical and motor business, and that is because the brokers, as I've mentioned, have embraced the brand very well. In life, we've not been as fortunate as in the general part of the business because we are still setting up the structures to be able to aggressively reach all parts of the country in terms of the agency force and the branch network. We are currently in 5 branches, one in Kisumu, we have a branch in Nakuru, we have one in Mombasa, Thika, and Nairobi. So we are trying to expand this branch network so that we can reach, we can have a wider reach of the retail life business. And yeah, we didn't do as good as we did in the general business. Yes, we have been impacted, of course, negatively, like every other player in the industry, because a lot of our premiums, as you know, we invest them in the financial sector, and we've seen a drastic reduction in the returns that we are able to get from the banks in terms of fixed deposits. And although we were impacted, I would say that we still got fair return and good investment income, yeah, in the year. I believe as an industry we need to also review our investments and see where else can we invest just apart from fixed deposits in the banks. And I believe that's what most people are doing, and we are not an exception. So as Saham, we are looking at other avenues of investing. We've seen a lot of our investment moving to corporate boards. We've also moved some of our investments to treasury bills, and we are getting a fair return from those. We are also in equities. We were lucky that last year we were not so much in equities, but we've started now increasing our equity participation in terms of our investment. And we expect that this year we will, yes, be impacted in terms of the investment returns that most underwriters actually rely on. So what we've done as a company is we are emphasizing on making underwriting profits in all our classes of business to cushion ourselves from a negative impact on the investment income. So our emphasis is on writing good business that will give us a writing profit, yeah, from our core operations of writing, other than over relying on investments. Yes, we are experiencing a challenge, and as an industry, we believe that we need to change the way we operate in terms of how we price for our product. And I think this is an individual responsibility for each CEOs, each company, to make a decision, to make a call in terms of what risk do they want to take. We are now going into risk-based supervision. So each company is going to be accountable and responsible for its behaviors. So if a company feels that the only way to grow is to really reduce the prices, I believe they also must have plans on how to deal with that kind of a risk. As Saham, we are very careful on how we do our pricing. We've grown because of being embraced by brokers, but not because of any price undercutting, and that's why if you look at our results, our underwriting profit has actually been improving over the last few years, despite that the fact that we are growing the top line. So while, yes, there are these challenges of undercutting, I believe every CEO must take a decision on how they want to operate. We've had, companies that are reducing prices even to 50% of their current existing pricing. And as I keep saying, it's a personal responsibility that each one of us must take. As we go into risk-based supervision, as I keep saying again, individual actions will have consequences. So if a board or a company is willing to put in more capital really to take care of all these risks, then it might be a decision that each company will have to make. But for us, we are very careful in terms of our pricing. And although that there's this new law or facts that have come that the risk-based supervision is being postponed to 2020 from 2018. That is just partial postponement of the risk-based supervision implementation. There's still a part that is currently in force. We are still going to be reporting our solvency ratio based on the new methodology, not the old methodology. So even as we report, we'll still have the regulator coming back to us with feedback in terms of our solvency ratios and solvency position based on the risk-based supervision. They may not come and impose some certain decisions on us, but in terms of reporting, it still be based on the new methodology of calculating solvency. So it's just a few years that we've been given to really recapitalize, to take care of all these risks. And each board, I'm sure, is going to be looking at this very carefully, starting from now, not the year 2020. I believe that as an insurance industry, we carefully study our customers and we understand fully what they want. The challenge that we've been having as an industry is the repetition of the insurance companies, because while we understand what the customers want, we've not really been able to reach each and every customer to give them a solution that fits their expectations in terms of especially the low market. We've not tailored a lot of product that give a perfect fit to these customers in terms of what they are looking for. Again, affordability is a big issue, and we are looking at it as an industry to see how we can be able to come up with low-cost products. And also the time of payment. Most of our products requires that premium is paid in advance, and we are trying as an industry to see how we can come up with a micro insurance product that also give staggered payments, so that we can be able to attract a lot of these customers who are not already buying insurance. So yes, while we understand what what the customer want. I think we are still in that process where we are trying to figure out how to come up with the micro product that fits the bigger part of the market that we are not currently serving, because we are currently focusing on the high end of the market, all of us. And although the banks are also coming in a great way, they are also focusing at the same part of the market that we've traditionally been serving. So yes, as a country, as an industry, we need to look at how to serve the whole population. Yes, we know what they want. I think what we are struggling with is the solution that is fit for what they want and is affordable. That's what we are struggling with at the moment. Yeah, and how to distribute to this market also is a big challenge for us. How do we reach everybody in the low income group, and how do we collect this premium in an efficient way so that we are not taking a lot of this premium into expenses, so that we leave a lot of the premium into the risk premium. Yeah, so that's what, as a country, as an industry, and even worldwide, that's what everybody is struggling with. And I know ILO is involved in trying to get solutions to this. We have a more integrated strategy for the company. In fact, we just concluded the planning phase last year. We have a 3-year plan. And our core pillars of our strategy is really just tailored to the customer, and we are just focusing on the customer in terms of have a strategy on customer service. We have a strategy on operational efficiency. We have a customer on building our brand, because we are very aware that the brand is not very well known in this part of Africa, and we are going to invest a lot in terms of building brand awareness. Again, we are having a strategy in terms of building our distribution channels, and those are our key pillars of our strategy. But all these are going to drive the brand into a top 10 brand in the next 3 years. We think that 2017 is going to be a great year for us. And why do I say this? First, we are experiencing a growth of about 40%. And our bottom line is also growing enormously. So we are seeing a great year in 2017. We are also in the process of relaunching some of our products. We've just reviewed and relaunched our biggest product, that is the IATA business. We've just rebranded it, and it started now to make us very good profit. So we are seeing a good year for us in 2017.